I'm okay. Doing okay.
Nice. How are you still going with the art classes?
Yeah, yeah. It's going good. It's been like YouTube gets in the way a little, so I'm actually gonna make an announcement, cutting back even more. But it's going good. It's going good. How have you been?
Oh, nice. I'm doing okay.
Nice.
So, I'm not really sure what questions to ask. I'm a really bad interviewer. This is the first time
It's
I
okay.
do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
We could just like chat. Like
yeah,
it can be just like whatever.
yeah. I guess we can get started by just asking some generic ASMR questions like, uh, when did you start ASMR and why did you start it?
So I started ASMR. It's actually 3 years. This past August, it was 3 years. And I started it because I had a work accident where I got severe whiplash and a brain injury. And so, like, the job I was at wasn't working out. And I ended up getting let go from that job. So I decided to try out YouTube because it's hard to work traditional jobs, just with all the symptoms and stuff that I have. And so I started an ASMR YouTube channel because I was listening to a lot of ASMR at the time to help with sleep and just to relax, because I have a lot of nightmares and stuff as a result from the brain injury. So yeah, I was like, you know what, let me do something positive because I was so like depressed, and I was like, let me try and give something back to like the community and also something to keep me occupied. And then I was like, I told myself I'll give myself around I actually said 3 years, and see if I can make it like into a business even, so I can keep doing it and see what happens. So yeah.
Nice. And how is it going so far?
It's do you want the honest the
Yeah,
truth?
yeah.
It's a bit rough. It didn't go the way. So, okay, so it went really good. Honestly, it went really well, but it didn't go as good as I wanted it to be by this time. Like, by this time, I wanted to be able to not make a ton of money, but just enough to like support myself, like very minimalistically. And it's not at that point, and it probably won't be. And I gave myself the 3 years to like put 110%. You know, that may look different because I have the brain injury and stuff, so I have limits to how much stamina I can put into content. But I did my best, and it doesn't seem to be working out. And I think there's a lot of reasons why. I'm actually gonna make a video on my channel, like kind of talking about it and like what my plans are for the future. And it's kind of not YouTube. Like YouTube won't be my focus basically anymore because it's not really growing or anything. Like my channel hasn't grown. My ASMR channel has not grown this year. I think by more than maybe 200 subscribers, which is not very good for the size of my channel. So yeah, it went really well. I've had a lot of good opportunities, but it's definitely not where I wanted it to be at this point, which I guess happens, but it's been hard to come to that, like accepting that it didn't go the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, same here. When I started the channel,
Yeah.
like a couple of years ago, I was working in the marketing slash sales field, and I was doing, marketing for clients, which were like fitness models and stuff, because I was working in the fitness industry, and I've always ran ads for people. And I also had like a semi-successful YouTube channel in the past, but it was like a brand channel for my business.
Yeah.
I was not like showing up in the videos or anything like that.
Yeah.
And like I had the idea at the time to make like a personal ASMR channel to challenge myself, just talk in English and show my face and get to meet people. of my social anxiety and stuff. But yeah, it did not go very well, as you can see as well. Sorry about the motorcycle.
It's hard. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's really tough, and
Yeah.
it's been 3 years now. It's crazy to think that it's been 3 years.
Yeah, same. Like 3 years. Like when the 3 years came up this year, I was like, oh, like it's already the 3 years I gave myself, and I was like, it seems like it hasn't been, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to think that it's been 3 years. It's It was. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah.
Like surreal. Like when I started my channel, I was like just turning 23, and I'm gonna be 26. Like it feels like.
Me too.
Like it just feels like wild.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 26 in January, so.
Okay, yeah.
I'm really not looking forward to that.
No, me neither. I like try not to think about it. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, when I think about just the number 30, like I'm creeping up into my 30s. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like I'll tell my siblings like, guys, 4 years I'll be 30, and they're like, stop talking about that, right? Like they get scared too.
Yeah. It's crazy. When I was like a teenager, I always imagined that, by the time I will be 25 or 27, I would have my life figured out and, have a stable career, everything, but...
Yeah, I 100% have the same feelings. Like, that's kind of why I have to make the change, because, like, when I started YouTube, I was like turning 23. I was so young. I was like, I got all the time to figure it out. I got the time to see if it works. But now I'm like turning 26. It didn't work. It's like I've got to do something to get my life kind of together in some semblance of normalcy and like figure it out, because it's like 30 is so close.
Yeah, you feel like the clock is ticking and you gotta do something, otherwise. Yeah, 30 and unemployed, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
No, yeah, completely understand.
Yeah, hopefully it will get better, even though I don't really see it getting any better, because the YouTube algorithm is not showing any sign of promise for the channel, and views are not from recommended videos or anything like that.
Yeah, I think, like, in my channel's case, I don't know about everyone, but I have noticed in the past year, if you look at a lot of channels that are from anywhere from 100,000 to 1 million subscribers, their video views, and this could be because, like, the pandemic, like, a lot of people are kind of getting back to normal routines and not as many people are online anymore, but, like, their views are much lower than they usually would be for a channel of that size. And it's kind of interesting to see. And I think YouTube, like for my channel, I don't think they like my channel because I had to contact them because they thought I was a child making ASMR videos. And like because I used to have the Memoji ad from like the iPhone. And they thought that looked like a child. Like, I don't know what child they've seen, but like they thought I was a child. And I was like, no. And they kept saying they were putting my channel in a review and it was failing. But like, no, I never got a warning. I never got any videos restricted. They just kept turning my comments off on videos without my knowledge. And then ever since that happened, like a year and a half ago, I feel like the channel just is not being recommended. Even to my own subscribers, they say they don't see my videos. And I think they kind of low-key like blacklisted my channel, I think, because it's really weird.
Yeah, it feels like your channel is getting shadow banned or something like that.
Yeah. And then did you get that notice about ASMR they sent?
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you fucking put those girls with, those questionable thumbnails in the first page of
like
ASMR
I see those get
keyword.
recommended.
So,
like, I don't know, it's weird. And it's like my channel's about like gaming, and like the thing is, it's like YouTube doesn't want to accept that like ASMR is not like that. I don't want to say the word because I know your video can get not viewed, but like, that type of content, there's I guess a place for it, but like they're generalizing advertising all ASMR to be considered that type of content. Like, I whisper and play games, and people who have like issues with sensory, so like regular gameplays are too loud, they'll watch my videos. Like, my videos are not used for that, but like they don't even want to hear it. It seems like YouTube just doesn't care about ASMR.
Yeah, YouTube is really bad at communicating in general, and especially in this, I got really confused because, as I said, like they're giving me this warning, and at the same time, if you look up ASMR on YouTube, the first few videos that will show up are, I don't want to say the word, but it's really weird. It's really weird. Their algorithm is very weird, and
it's it's different.
I wish there was just a bit of clarity when it comes to communicating with creators, just so you know what to change and what to, tweak. They're just leaving you like that, and you figure it out.
It's a lot. And like, even when I did communicate with them, they did it to 3 of my videos, and I contacted them each time, and they said a person, like a manual review happened, so a physical person looked at my whole channel and they said it was inappropriate and unsafe, promoting harmful content, and that I was a minor. And I was like, so prove to me where all of this is happening, and they couldn't. Then they would just start giving me this automated message, and I was like, this isn't even communicating. I'm trying to work with you, but like, show me where I broke the rules, because I obviously didn't. You just don't like this type of relaxing content.
Yeah, there's no way those reviews are actually manual, because they striked one of my most recent videos as well for being like not advertiser friendly, and the video is just me whispering interesting facts. It's my face is not even showing in the video, and it's a Call of Duty gameplay, bro.
Like, what is that? Doesn't make any sense. It's so confusing. It's so confusing.
And when I appealed it, they rejected it.
And they'll do that, and you're like, so what am I supposed to do? Like, it's hard. And then like, I noticed my other channel, which is like non-ASMR gaming, has been doing pretty well, and like is actually being recommended compared to the ASMR one, and they have very similar content. So it's just one's not ASMR.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That your other channel is going well. At least, work with something. Alright. By the way, did you watch the video that Corey Kenshin made about this kind of stuff? He was going through the same thing, and he has like over, I can't remember, 10 million subscribers, something like that. His gameplay videos, his gameplay videos were getting age restricted for nothing.
Oh.
And
wait, I might have heard about that. That's crazy.
It was blowing up on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like, he thought that, racism is playing a role there, but I don't really think it's racism. I just think YouTube is ran by a bunch of monkeys there. I don't know. Their algorithm is...
I also didn't think it was necessarily right. Like, it could be, but I think it was more because I think he was saying like Markiplier was getting more views on the same channel, and I think it's just who they were preferring, like, because his channel's obviously was bigger than his, and it was like bigger creators were getting away with it because I think for what YouTube thinks is like, oh, they're bigger, they'll give us more eyes, more advertisers, we can make more money, but it's still not fair. Like, I think it was more of a what's the word, like when they prefer someone higher, I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like, I wasn't sure. It could have been racism, honestly, but I felt like it was more like they were just preferring larger creators for their own gain, and not being fair with how they decide what videos are appropriate and inappropriate.
Yeah, I mean, they really need to get it together, because I mean, they can't do whatever they want because they're the biggest platform, and they don't really have any I would say competition. So sometimes it feels like you're just screaming to no one. But yeah. Let's move to a bit of a lighter topic, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me ask you about like ASMR. What
Yeah.
What's your favorite trigger slash trigger that you don't like?
My favorite trigger, well, the one I don't like is I don't like mukbangs or mukbangs. I just don't like eating sounds.
Yeah.
So they're not, I don't really prefer those. For triggers, I really like anything where, I don't know, like there's this guy, Marno ASMR, does these really quick kind of triggers, and they're so satisfying. Like, quick triggers I find are satisfying, or like, there's one that this ASMR artist, I don't think they make videos anymore, but Heather Feather ASMR did these videos where like, they would like come in one side of the microphone and then like it would be very quiet and then all of a sudden they'd be somewhere else. It was like a binaural effect. I really like those ones. So anything that's like binaural where it's going around your head, or like really quick, just fast, like snappy triggers, I really like.
Nice. For me, I would say, sorry. When it comes to the trigger that I love, it's just plain whispering, to be honest. If the ASMR artist has a good voice, it's just plain whispering. But I can also appreciate tapping if done right. Otherwise, it's just gonna be annoying. But yeah,
Whispering. So I listen to whispering every night.
yeah.
True. That's true. Yeah.
I also like soft spoken, but it gotta be like I enjoy soft spoken when it comes to certain ASMR artists, including you.
Yeah.
I really like your soft spoken better than
Thank
your
you.
whispering.
Thank you.
I always look for your soft spoken videos. One of my favorite is the Spider-Man one. I'm not sure if you remember
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That one was really good.
Oh, thank you. I actually had to work on my soft-spoken voice
Yeah,
because,
it's really hard.
yeah, and it hurts your voice. Like, I don't think people realize how much it hurts to, like, whisper for, like, my videos. I usually record about an hour to an hour and a half, and then it gets cut down. So, like, usually I'm sitting there for a long time whispering, and, like, soft-spoken took a long time for me to, like, get the right level that wasn't too aggressive. But, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes like it's hard to control it, and sometimes you just speak in your normal voice in certain instances. It's really hard to control it. Yeah,
it is. Like, some videos I'll be like, oh man, is that too much? Like, was I too loud and I didn't notice? It's difficult.
yeah. And for the trigger that I really hate, I would say, other than of course eating sounds and gum chewing sounds, I'm not really a big fan of those. I mean, I can tolerate them if they are like very subtle, but I would not say I like them at all. But I would say the trigger that I hate the most, many people enjoy it, but I really hate it. It's the mic brushing. I hate it for some reason.
Oh, sorry, my brother just slammed his door.
No, I didn't hear it. It's all good.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry, he's already sleeping, but he's walking around for some reason.
Yeah, it's all good. Alright, so next question. Who is the first ASMR artist you watched?
I think, like, this is when I didn't know what ASMR was. And I don't know the name of this ASMR artist, and it was actually eating. It was which I don't love, but my friends showed me this eating video of this person eating like pickles, and I didn't know. I didn't really.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like viral a couple years ago, and like.
I forgot her name.
Yeah. Oh, maybe, yeah. And so they were like, oh, look at this. This is weird, and people really like it. But my sister and I were low-key, like, because we've always experienced ASMR, but we didn't know there was a name for it. And so we were like, oh, that's actually low-key kind of cool. So I went home and, like, looked up ASMR because my doctors at the time were like, you need to find something that's relaxing. And I hated listening to, like, like nature sounds are fine, but to try and sleep it was like too much. I love hearing nature sounds, but to try and sleep it was too much. So I was looking for something else that was relaxing. And I think the first one I like searched and clicked on was ASMR Darling. And then I kind of started to like see more ASMR recommended to me. But like I think that pickle video is the first like they were making ASMR video that I ever saw.
Yeah, for me, the first ASMR artist I watched was Gentle Whispering, and
Okay, yeah.
at the time, yeah, me too. I didn't know what ASMR was, and I remember I was with my roommate. I was in high school, and we would have like all the time we would have an alarm that would wake us up for school, and like it's always like a song or something, and it was really loud because we would stay up very late studying, and it was very loud. So we decided to look for an alarm that was, a bit gentle. So we just straight up typed gentle alarm, something like that, and Gentle Whispering's alarm ASMR video came up. I'm not sure if she still has the video up on her channel, but it's like 10 years old, something like that. And yeah, when I went back to my house, I was looking up ASMR. Then I got to know Lilium. I'm not sure if you know this ASMR artist. The one
I
Lilium.
think I might have heard of them.
Yeah, but
I
she
might have
stopped doing ASMR.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got into ASMR.
Wow.
Since 2013,
Nice.
I believe.
Oh wow, that's like I didn't find it until like I didn't know there was a like genre for like relaxing videos of ASMR. I wish I knew though before that. So you've been in the ASMR community a long time.
Yeah, as a listener, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so, for the next question, I see you play a lot of Switch games on your channel.
Yeah.
Which game would you say your favorite is?
I don't know. 'Cause I like to play a lot of different games. Like I'm not a person that plays just one game.
Me too.
I think the only game I've ever played like that was the Star Wars Battlefront game. The like first one that was a couple years ago, like that came out. I played that for one full year, and that's the only time I have ever done that with a game. Usually I'm always playing a bunch of stuff, so like to pick is kind of hard because like there's so many. I think right now my favorite one, I'll go by like right now. Right now my favorite one is called Ooblets that I've been playing on the Switch. It's not an exclusive, but it's just I really like it. It's kind of like a farming slash Pokemon type of kind of game. And it's just like a really chill game for me to play when I'm stressed. So I've been playing that like every night for like 20 minutes on my Switch before bed.
Nice.
So yeah, probably that one for now probably would be it.
Me too. I've never been the guy who can like play one game forever. Like there's people who just binge play a game for years. I don't understand how those people function. I
Yeah,
can't.
like
I
it's
just play
it's
that
for
up.
yeah, for me it's just like there's so many other experiences. Like I don't want to log into one. So I just want to try everything. And so that's why I just can't play one and that's it. Like some people, like streamers, like this is something else too. They recommend when making a YouTube channel to play one game and then eventually become a variety content creator.
Yeah, it's
But
really
I
hard.
started, yeah, because like I tried it with Animal Crossing. I think I have like 3 seasons of like 30 something episodes each, and like I started to hate that game by the end because I was forcing myself to play it because that's what people were starting to know me by. Like that's the Animal Crossing ASMR artist, and it was just like driving me crazy playing just that game all the time.
Just for the
And
sake of uploading a video.
yeah, and so I told my audience, I was like, guys, like I just can't play this game anymore. It's just, I can't force myself to do it anymore. And then my views did go down after that because I know a lot of them were there for it, and a lot of subscribers left, which is fine. I couldn't do it anymore. I did it for 2 years, and it was just, really really started to not like the game after a while, but it's okay now. I play sometimes, but yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, for me as well. I definitely need to spice it up. I don't understand how, like, a couple streamers, I mean, Animal Crossing, I mean, any game, it's really not healthy to just binge play that game forever. But
Yeah,
at least Animal Crossing is a bit relaxing. I don't understand people who play, like, highly competitive games like Call of Duty or Apex
yeah,
for 8 hours a day, every single day, for years.
yeah.
I just don't.
It's hard. Like when I was playing Star Wars Battlefront, like that game, I would literally play all day. Like I could have sat and played that game all day. I got so good. I'd be doing like 40 to 50 LMs a match. Like I just became cracked at that game because I loved it. But like I don't know why. I don't even know why or what made me do that. But that's the only time. And I remember, like, while I was playing this game, there would be so many other cool games coming out that I was ignoring because I just wanted to sit and play this one game for way too long. And the thing is, like, in that game, there were only like 6 maps. Like, it wasn't even a good game. But I was obsessed with this game. I don't know why. Like, and I've never played like because it's a shooter. I've never played a shooter that hooked me. Maybe Fortnite a little, but like to that degree where I played only that exclusively. It like no other game has done that.
Yeah, for the Switch games that you play, my favorite one I watch you is the Splatoon. Splatoon
Yeah,
2 or 3. They are very fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Splatoon 3 is good. It's really good.
How long? What was the longest you played any game?
Like for how long I played it,
For
or like played at one time.
yeah, like how many hours like you have put in a game like the most?
Oh, like oh,
For me, it's
it's
Valorant. 1,000
oh
hours.
Valorant. Oh wow, 1,000. Honestly, it's probably that Battlefront game. I actually never looked at how much I put in, but it's probably that one because I would play for like you said, like unhealthy 8 hours. I would just sit 8 to 10 hours and out every day for like a year. So it's probably that one. The second one is probably Animal Crossing because I was forcing myself to play it, and then probably I would say Stardew Valley because I've played that game a lot for like a lot.
Yeah, I got Stardew Valley just recently after watching your videos.
Oh, nice.
But to be honest, I'm just not made for those games. I get bored
Yeah,
very
no.
easily.
Yeah, those games take like patience. I think I like them just because it makes me feel like I'm achieving stuff and like I have really bad anxiety and depression, and I think it just helps me to focus on something, like building something up, and it's a little positive. I think that's why I like games like that. But like my brother does not have the patience for those games at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so I understand.
yeah, I believe playing shooter games is freaking ruined to me because you get used to that instant gratification, like that instant dopamine
Yeah,
release. You
yeah,
go in for a
yeah,
quick match, get out. So,
yeah,
games that require patience or building something, you just get bored very easily if you don't get to rush in 20 minutes of playing and you just quit. Yeah, it's very
yeah,
bad.
yeah. That's understandable.
Yeah. So, I ran out of questions. Let me know
It's
if you
okay.
have any questions or if you want to talk about something.
Um, what is your favorite, like most favorite game that you've ever played?
I would say the most favorite game that I ever played is The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, okay.
I can give you my top 5, but
Yeah, yeah. What's
this one is the best for me. I played it.
okay?
It was a lot of fun. I finished it like 3 times on stream. It was just, the graphics were beautiful. The gameplay was really nice, and
Nice,
I gained like a good amount of subscribers from playing it. The community there
okay.
is pretty good. So
Nice.
that's my favorite. Then I would say Red Dead Redemption 2 is also a
Okay.
really good
Nice.
game.
I've seen you play that one.
Yeah.
I came to one of your streams. You were playing it.
Yeah, I played the
Yeah.
online version recently as well. It was a lot
Okay.
of fun. But unfortunately, it was abandoned by Rockstar for
I
GTA.
heard that.
Yeah.
Man.
So yeah, that's for my second game. Third
Okay.
game, I would say probably Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm just
Okay.
a huge fan of Assassin's Creed games, and that one
Yeah.
was, the Greek culture is beautiful, and the open world was very gorgeous, and
Nice.
green nature and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't touch grass. I don't go outside, so
That's the
like,
closest to grass you get.
yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Next, I would say probably Dead by Daylight. I started playing it recently, and I got hooked.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I would say Devil May Cry 5. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it for my top
Nice.
5.
Nice. It's funny, I haven't played any of those games, but I've heard about them and like seen people play them. But it's actually funny. Like I've never played any of those.
Yeah, they're very fun.
Yeah, I hear they're
crazy
good.
they did not include Valorant in the top 5, even though I played it for
Oh
1,000
yeah.
hours. It's frustrating.
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just multiplayer games are just frustrating.
Yeah. I feel like honestly, this might be a hot take, but I feel like Fortnite ruined multiplayer games because they
Yeah,
were
in a
like,
way.
yeah, because like in a way it helped things to be free to play, like and crossplay. It really helped crossplay
Yeah,
amongst consoles and stuff. It did a great job with that, but I feel like it made everyone feel like you can't be a casual player and you have to be competitive and you
yeah,
have to be sweaty and you have to play every day or you're gonna like not be able to play next week because everyone's skill level went up. And for me, that just took the fun out of it. And my brother too. Like, we loved Fortnite for like from season 4 until probably season 8. We played and we really loved it. And then just like everything became so sweaty, and it was like we couldn't take a couple days to hang out, like away from the game, and come back, and everyone would be building like skyscrapers. Like, it got wild, and we had to get that good to play, but it was just exhausting to keep it up. And it just, I feel like every game since then gets that level of sweaty that quick because everyone is like, oh, I'm going to be the next streamer and I'm going to be the next, esports pro. And so the whole vibe around like multiplayer shooters for me has been really like kind of like ruined just because it's so competitive and there's no casual play anymore.
yeah. You can't get into a match of Fortnite nowadays, or Call of Duty, or Apex, or whatever, without having
Yeah.
to sweat your ass off. It's just
Yeah.
impossible to have like one casual match, just chilling. Everyone is
Yeah.
trying to join to be the next phase member, and
Yeah, and it's so much, and like I think like Halo Infinite, even though that game is like absolutely struggling, I'll jump on like again casually, like just sometimes I'll jump on online, play a couple games. I don't have to be amazing. Everyone there for some, it doesn't feel as competitive. I don't know why. Maybe because the audience is a little older. Like it's a lot of older dudes playing that game, and they're more casual, and so it doesn't feel as sweaty. And then I can leave, and I can always go back and have a good time. Like that's the only one I find I can play casually. Otherwise, I avoid them now because I'm like, oh, I'm just not gonna be able to keep up.
yeah, and people became very toxic as well.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they're so toxic nowadays.
yeah.
Let me see if there are any other questions.
Yeah, yeah. How long did you want to record for?
I'm okay with whatever. We can end it now. I mean, we got a good bit of content here. 35 minutes. That would be a
Yeah,
decent
yeah,
video.
it's up to you. It's up to you how long you want to go.
Yeah, we can end it now.
Okay, well, thank you for having me. I had a good time. It was a really nice chat.
Thank you so much as well. Have a good night, and
Yeah.
I'll upload the video soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me, and I hope you have a great night.